Hello friends and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2. We are in the middle of the Tangle right now, and last time I was thinking about going through the oasis to the Shrine of Reflection there, but that would make us get a third point of loathing, and for our guys are actually in a very good condition regarding their health and stress. I believe it would probably be a better idea to go through this creature den here. We have already fought one creature den and gotten this chitinous appendage here. So fighting one more here would give us another candle and another reward from these kind of things here, one deliverable. And for that another mastery point for sure. We would get a bit of damage to our armor, but we are okay regarding that. Afterwards, it's the same with the combat here. We can get the Shrine of Reflection then, and then move on to the Oblivion's Rampart, and I think that should actually be the right idea to do so. Also, these two guys getting a bit of stress reduce from the going to the creature den actually sounds like a very good idea. So I think that's the right direction for us to go. Also, the update that I was talking about 2 episodes, I believe, ago is now live. So the Gaunt Chirurgeon and the Collector are now in the game, together with some more champion enemies.
Sharpen your blades, that we may properly excise our portion.
I think we will probably not be able to meet any of those during this region here, but probably after the next inn we will be able to, because the completely new map is generated then, and probably then we will be able to actually meet those new guys, and I hope we will, because I'm very much excited to see them. So Unia and Dismas have a unfriendly relationship right now, and this will help us fix it a little bit, right? I think 9 points is exactly the tipping point between unfriendly and neutral. So that is probably a very good thing for us to happen. And let's use the Grapeshot Blast to get rid of these dodge tokens. And maybe hit them with a crit as well. Well, that's a good start. I think we just go ahead and kill that Nasher then. And Baldwin is not blind, so maybe he can... okay, now he has dodge token again. Too bad. Would have been nice if he had a chance to kill that one Nasher as well. We could use the illumination though to get rid of the additional tokens there. These guys have 14 HP. He's probably able to one-hit them, right? So maybe we want to actually get rid of the dodge token on that Nasher here, because I think their moves are forward, right? Yeah, if he does the Rabbit Rush, he will move forward and be in range for Baldwin to hit him. If he uses the Fetch skill though, that will be bad. So I think we just use Illumination here on the Rabbit Nasher, and that should enable us to actually kill the guy. And Guarding Gauntlet giving us a random block token. 8 damage only, so this wouldn't have been a one-hit for the other guy. I'm actually okay with that. Let's use the Grapeshot Blast again to keep the strength token for the next attack there. I was hoping that maybe he could hit the one guy through the block token, the dodge token. Yeah, that was a nice hit. Not enough damage though. Maybe a Judgment can finish that off. Yeah, nice.
Straightforward.
And now we use the Purge to get rid of the corpses, and then the last Nasher. And don't forget about the second round of attacks there. And that should be it. Yes. What do we get now? Oh, that's a lot harder fight than the first one. I believe we start out using Illumination to get rid of the 2 block pluses here. And deal good damage to them with Baldwin. Yes! The Illumination of the Confessor is actually really cool. It's very useful. Now we could maybe indeed already put this guy to death door. Paracelsus with the the incision would also be able to kill it. Bring it to death's door, make it bleed, and kill it along the way. Judgment would put it to death's door, but we would not be killing it then. So, probably a good idea. And now we can use the incision to get through the last block plus here and also do some bleeding damage. That sounds quite alright. And now he's blind, weakened, and vulnerable. Light on him. Blindness. Maybe you want to use reflection. It's only for the blindness though. What is the was it the upgraded reflection? Oh no, it's withstand that gives me resistances as well. I think he... Maybe we take the 50% chance to kill that guy. Hey, at one point it has to work, right? I've been so reluctant to attack with the leper while he has blindness tokens. But sometimes it just works out. Last time I was... After losing the run, I was... very much in a very complaining mood, I would like to say.
Now climb.
Let's also do that one. You know, I was a bit frustrated, obviously. And for all the times that you have where you attack enemies 2 or 3 times into a normal dodge token and you don't hit all the time. There are other times where you are that lucky that you hit 2 attacks through a dodge plus and stuff like that. Yeah, it's... You really have to put it into perspective a bit, I believe. Still, the death popping up there after the already tough resistance encounter last time, that was complete BS in my opinion. So that one will take another turn. He is bleeding. He is blind. So I think we want to kill that one first. And let's use a Glimmer of Hope as well, so the flame doesn't die down too much. Yeah. Blindness. Because of the freaking spiders. Maybe just to... Hey. 2 of them attacking with a blindness token. 75% chance at least one of them hits. Okay, that guy dies. And she can kill the spitter, probably, right? Yep. So 1 spider left and we are in actually good shape. And he got blinded because of his...
All heroes are human.
Misses the mark again. Last time, on the very first turn, on the very first fight that we had on this run, Pismus immediately got blinded because this 10% chance misses the mark. And I was like, why the hell is he blind? Yeah, it's really tough to keep up with all the stuff that's happening because, you know, these things are on screen so shortly only. And sometimes when someone gets attacked or attacks himself here and there and on themselves and on the enemy, all of the tokens that pop up, it's really hard to keep track of what is actually happening, and it's very easy to miss something there. Automatic crit was to be expected. So what do we get as a reward? It's a Bulb's Venom Gland with discounted trinkets. So now we get discounted in items, combat items, and trinkets on the next in, right? This one gives us on combat and in items, and this one discounted trinkets. So we will have 4 mastery points for now. And we don't have a lot of baubles, so that's probably not that useful, but we will be able to buy something good with our relics, I believe.
A simple choice.
Most of them want to go to the resistance encounter, but I will still be going to the Shrine of Reflection because I think we need to get Unia her last skills in order to make her a bit more versatile and a better healer all in all. Enemy ambush, so we are getting shuffled, right? Yes, we do. And because he can't really do anything from the front row, that's a bit problematic, but we have put on point blank shot exactly for this situation. Yeah. Sometimes I do have a good idea from time to time. Okay, so he has a crit token, but he's still blind. And this will be a 100% hit with the combo token. Very nice. Don't get blinded again? He did. Nah. Okay, stress on him is okay. He can heal himself from that. And then... do we actually want to just illuminate the guy so he doesn't use his attack? Why not? With no conviction tokens, her attack with the judgment is very lackluster, so... I think that should be the proper choice. And now we could use double tap to maybe get rid of that guy more quickly. 5 to 10 damage. 5% crit only. That's 5 to 8. With a higher crit chance indeed. Seems the Grape Shot Blast is just the superior choice. Considering double tap. Unless you want to use the resistance piercing there, the death resistance piercing. And I think he's not yet below 30% HP probably. 15 out of 42. Yeah, he's above 30%. That's why double tap is not dealing that much damage. Yeah, so we use that, get a strength token, and that will be more useful. Song of Shadows. And now we probably want to go for the Divine Grace instead. Hopefully the blindness token will be working out there. And now, Emboldening Vapors. And that's something that she can't actually attack if she's on the back position here. Emboldening Vapors we could use to get rid of the weakness here, but he's also blind. They won't be putting any DOTs on us, so I think we just move one step to the front, so she can attack again. And now 50% to get him to Death's Door, but he will not be dying in any case. We could also use the Milk-Soaked Linen. Yeah, let's do that. There's a good chance to get him to Death's Door despite the weak token. Oh, 1 point to less damage. Okay, I was hoping for him to go to Death's Door and then be weakened so he wouldn't get hit by a big Pelder tree or something like that. But I think that was alright as well. So let's use the Incision. Death's Door, bleeding. Hopefully he will die to the DOT. Illuminate him again. It's no use using Judgment onto her because she's guarded by him.
And vexation.
I love he's always like cranking his little music box and just stealthing up again, and really not doing anything. Death Blow and Corpse Clear at the same time.
Overcome even the greatest of threats.
And now point blank shot time. Grape Shot Blast, excuse me. Oh, Illumination is on cooldown. Can he actually use his big stealth attack from the front position? No, he can't. Critical Skulking Step, yay! Well, that's a big attack. Not. I think we want to get rid of some stress here. Just because we can. We keep it in check a bit. This person's stress has been piling up a little bit. Now it's 6 points. And I would really like to do something about that. We could use some of our laudanum. We do have quite a bit of it. And what kind of disease does Unia actually have? Tarantism. Did you get that on the fight on the creature then? That's actually a bad disease to have for her. The 5% chance for a dodge token is... forget about it. But her having a 10% chance to move forward and bringing Paracelsus out of position to use her incision... don't like that a lot. But for now, it's Shrine of Reflection time. And then Barricade and Oblivion's Rampart. And we go with her.
Chapter 3. No god but men. Her terrified wails rang off the transepts as the abbot dragged her to the oubliette. As a deterrent to the congregation, her punishment would be more than commensurate with her blasphemy. Locked interminably in the festering dark, she awaited retribution from the divine, while suffering the mortal tortures of its enraged servants.
Yeah, well, that's really, really tough, and it seems completely over the top for her looking at some lovers kissing each other, right? But you know, religious extremists, or extremists of any kind. Okay, so now she got the Sanctuary skill, and that one's a big one. She can protect someone else, give herself protection tokens, block tokens, and when we upgrade it, it will also remove 2 points of stress from the protected target. And I think we will probably do that immediately when we reach the end. So we can have some way of dealing with high stress. For example, now with dismiss and stuff like that. Also, her being able to direct some attacks from her allies to herself will probably be very useful at some point. And we probably want to get rid of ministrations or the consecration of fortitude for that, because we already have the plague doctor looking out for DOT effects and stuff like that.
The worst kind of parasite. Opportunists.
Opportunists. 2 blindness tokens on Baldwin this time. Let's start off with the Grapeshot Blast.
A breakthrough.
And a crit. Good start. Done. Now I really think about using ministrations to get rid of that stun. I think it's possible, right? And we can use blinding gas. Both of them got blinded. Nice. Ministrations gets rid of stun. And that would enable him to then use the reflection skill in order to get rid of both of the blindness tokens. Otherwise he would have to use 2 turns, this turn and the next one, in order to get into shape of attacking. And I think we actually want to not do that. So let's do this one. He can use point blank shot to get into a proper position again, and now Baldwin is in fighting shape. Finishing blow, that will also deal some stress on him. We need to remember using the laudanum. Nice! That was a good death blow.
Are encouraging.
And now, also prevention, battlefield medicine it is.
A calculated generosity.
Get rid of
What a welcome
the
one,
bleeding
nonetheless.
and heal him up a bit. And now, what do we do with her? First of all, this. And then probably Judgment for some weakness. Should have attacked the other guys so he doesn't have blindness and weakness at the same. Now the weakness token got used despite of him missing entirely. So that was a mistake. Wow! Critical 15! Good stress reduce as well. And you know what? Just heal him again. Don't want his HP to go down too much because of the incoming Oblivion's Rampart. Then it's one more laudanum. And... oh, come on, why not? It's not a lot of damage, but it's something. Wow. Another stun through the front mortar. And now he's in no position to use the purge skill. Yes. Thank you. Oh, come on. Use more laudanum. Because why not? It's really just you and you're killing him all by yourself, right? Okay, that was a miss, and that's why he got the bleeding from the pristine lure. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I'm not going crazy here. Pristine lure, though, actually seems to be a very, very nice trinket, in my opinion. It really allows you to constantly direct the attacks of the enemies towards one of you guys. Okay, so this is the Oblivion's Rampart. And afterwards we'll be able to do some nice upgrades to our skills. Also, the cultists got changed a little bit since the last update. Or during the last update, more like that. Let's use the spike ball indeed.
Malaise.
And the change there was that now their worship skills are no longer free actions, as well as the altar of whatever skill of the altar. You see, normally, until recently, you would have used the altar of resentment skill and afterwards use like the bone weaving or something like that. And now the altar of resentment skill is an attack by itself that uses up their turn. And only the next turn after that they can actually do something. The same is true for all of the worship skills. So we will not see that during this fight. But... wow, nice one. If there is a deacon, for example, the other guys get worship tokens for using their skills. And when they have 2 worship tokens, they will... and use them to heal the deacon. And till recently, this was a free turn that they were taking, and then they were still attacking. This is no longer the case. Now the... let's kill the altar a bit here. I think it's dead. Nice. Now when they use the worship skill, they will heal, like for example the deacon. And will also give them a buff depending on who is using the worship skill. So I think evangelists give a block token, cherubs give a dodge token and stuff like that. And during later chapters, beginning from chapter 3 onward, these buffs will then be plus, like a block plus, dodge plus and stuff like that. And that's their whole turn then, though. So they can't use worship and attack, but instead they only use worship in a slightly buffed version, which I'm okay with. Sounds good to me. Seems like a nice balancing update to make cultist fights a little less overwhelming, I'd say. Let's use the purge here. And now the cherub can't actually do anything because his brisk bedevilment that he always uses from the front is actually extremely weak. Well, it was an okay fight. Our stress is looking quite okay. Hopefully we'll be getting some relief there on the next inn that we are about to go to. You know what? Let's still do that one. And let her take the final blow with the crit. Okay, one more mastery point for us. So we are, I believe, 5 mastery points now, which is really nice. Bleeding resist Dark Impulse, Strange Sapper, which we could put onto Dismiss in order for him, for his Graveshot Blast, to be able to apply multiple vulnerable tokens. I like the idea. And I think he doesn't have any trinkets right now, right? Yeah. So we put that one onto him. Baldwin already has the Gordic Gauntlet. With his low bleeding resistance and so many attacks actually hitting him, I think the Dark Impulse could be a nice trinket for him. And the the weakness token on Miss is actually bad for him because he gets blinded so much. And if we want to actually try attacking with having blindness on from time to time, this could be a bit problematic. Let's do it like that. And put this here onto Dismiss then. Because he will not miss unless he attacks into dodge tokens. When he's blinded, we can use his take aim. Misses the mark makes this a bit problematic as well. Maybe we even want to put this onto Paracelsus for the time being. Because her being weakened actually even less problematic. Because she uses mostly DOT damage. Not mostly, but half and half. And let's also replenish that laudanum up here and start our way to the inn. Very nice. Good start so far. Hopefully we were able to capitalize on this. It's really just the 4th region that I'm fearing, because we have lost it on the 4th region of the run so many times now. To get there doesn't seem too problematic, but we need to look out whether we can get a boss fight going now. Okay, Chitinous Appendage, Bulbous Venom Gland, delivered. One more mastery point for completing the Indolite goal. And we get quirks. Swine Fearing? That's not too bad. Plague Eater Slayer? Not too useful. Generous. Actually quite nice. One mastery point here, 2 more mastery points there. Bit of stress relief. The Miller's Bounty, minus 50% combat item price, minus 50% in-item prices. Combine that with the minus 50% from the Chitinous Appendage, I believe all of these stuff should be 1 relic now. If that's the case. Yeah, it actually is. Oh my god, we can buy all of this stuff. Our coach will be laden with the best stuff that we can find. And there is 5 ceremonial drums to buy. Please tell me we can go to the Shroud. We can.
In ruin. Everywhere.
And we get 2 mastery points for not going to the Watchtower. We could go to the Sluice, but I really want to go to the Shroud now. We can buff additional 200% movement resistance on our guys, which means the Leviathan fight should actually be very, very doable. Blood Run means we don't have field hospitals. I would really like to get to a field hospital to get rid of the disease of Unia and the Mrs. the Mark of Dismas. But I think we still want to go to the Shroud. Let's do that.
Barnacled timbers of the coastal villages are sodden with salt.
And repair the armor. I don't think we need more wheels because that one will automatically repair with the Iron Banded wheels that we have here. And Mastery Trainer it is. 7 points. Okay, chop.
Just a little taller.
Solemnity. Maybe even Reflection, but let's leave that for later. Take Aim, giving 2 crit tokens is such a big upgrade. Pistol shot would also be nice in order to attack the back row. Double tap having 20% depth piercing would be nice to finish off enemies. Incision upgrade, we need that. Also, I completely and safely want to say Sanctuary it is. And Judgment, so her main attack does a bit more. And also 2 tokens of weakness and vulnerable will be a big difference. So let's upgrade the Judgment. So we have now Sanctuary, Divine Grace, Judgment. I think we will switch out Administrations for Sanctuary. Consecration of Fortitude could still be a very nice buff to use onto Baldwin with the Pristine Lure. Maybe we should use that more often indeed. And now it's the question. Reflection would be a good upgrade to get. I want to keep his stress in check more and have him have more resistance to debuff. The chop upgrade already reduced his chance to blind himself, so that's something there to keep in mind. I think these are okay the way they are. So which one will it be? I think we take the upgraded Consecration of Fortitude. Getting a dodge plus or block plus on Baldwin from time to time will be a big thing, I believe. Let's do it. Well, that was a big upgrade to our fighting power. And now we exchange this for that. And we're actually fine. And now we go to buying lots of stuff for our guys. And I will probably fast forward this just because it will take quite a long time. So let's see after that. Yeah, I think that should do it. We are extremely well prepared, I believe. Baldwin has 100% movement resistance. He's immune to bleeding. Dismiss at 70% move resist, 60 and 70% for the other two. So the Leviathan will not be able to smack us around or undertow us. And I think that should work out extremely nice. We have a load of combat items. Stacks of laudanum for days. So we don't have to fear stress at all unless all of it comes at once. I think we're in a great position to try and go through the Shroud and avoid the watchtower there. Let's do it! You can still afford more stagecoach repairs, but we don't need to. And actually, unless we count 2 relationships, Unia with 2 of the guys, all of them were friendly with each other, and we have actually gotten quite lucky there, I believe. Respectful
Tried and tested.
Means they are buffing their attack power, right? Or revenge we are not using. Tracking shot we are not using. It's too bad that these blessings here don't at least prioritize skills that you have equipped at the moment. Okay, still respectful. Double cross giving Paracelsus dodge plus. Incision giving Dismiss dodge plus. That will be big. The double tap not so much, but the incision. Amorous, okay. Judgment heals Baldwin, Chop heals Unia. And they have actually a suspicious relationship.
All trust is lost.
How the hell did that happen? It has to be like a 10 or lower % chance, right? Okay, we have been using point blank shot only occasionally, so that's not a problem really. Mace bash we have to equip now. And that's a bit of a problem. But I think it should be quite doable still. Okay, let's first look at the map.
Propriety floats listless on the tide, brined in noxious degradation.
Okay, so there's the lair. Want to go there? We can from both of the initial points that we can go to. From there, nothing interesting. That we want to avoid the watchtower. So after that, it's Horde, or Unknown. So that's pretty much where we have to decide try to go here if we want to get to the Horde or not. And after that, here's one more hero shrine, and that should do it. Okay, not too big of a fan. Let's take a quick look here. Unia and Dismas are neutral towards each other and had a 10% negative relationship chance. Okay, like, yeah, 10% chances do have to happen from time to time, right? I think we actually got a not too problematic result out of that. If he had gotten like his grape shot blast, that would have been a lot worse. So, okay, we're starting out with a cannon fight. Okay. Well, okay, let's do this. I still think the blindness tokens do nothing on the cannon. But that at least was something useful. So let's start out with the consecration of fortitude for him. And he gets a dodge plus. That's already a big thing. And now use a milk linen and get rid of that guy. Almost. Next scrape shot blast will do the trick. Okay, so far so good. And a block plus. Now when the cannon shoots, at least most of our guys do have a block. And he is blind again. I do think we want to use another milk linen. Just a little bit too less damage, and finish it off with incision, and now hope misfire. Oh, I do not know the chances that the cannon actually shoots or has a misfire, but I am grateful that it happened right now. We want to get rid of the corpses first. They have 13 and 11 HP. The Grave Shot Blast dealing 7 to 11. Probably this will not clear out the corpses. So let's just use 5 to 11, 7 to 14 for the implication. Flop plus, but still the best we can do. And now we use Purge. And we can go ham on that thing. Too bad it can't bleed. I think weakness will probably also do nothing. Illumination removing 2 positive tokens though. Haha! I remembered I was about to hit Judgment, but then... Nope, don't do that. And we do have 2 more strength tokens, so there's no need to use Grapeshot Blast, and the double tap should do more damage now, right? It does. 12. Good hit. And it's vulnerable, yes! This will be a big hit. Oh, too bad. It doesn't went down all the way. But Paracelsus is still there. Death blow. Wow, this fight worked out a lot better than I was expecting. Thank you, game. Thank you. That was really, really nice. Strong shackles. I really can't find a good use for those. Putting immobilized tokens on enemies. Let's keep them for the time being because we have enough space left. Okay, so one thing that was actually quite threatening in my opinion, out of the way. Now it's one resistance encounter. He wants to go, the other wants to fight. I think the relationship between Unia and Baldwin is okay, but not great. And Dismas and Baldwin, well, it's the same. And so it's no use. Let's do it like that. Infectious enemies. And a Docker. I think we still start out getting rid of the cabin boy. If we can. Ugh. Block token. And then, do we want to blind them or start bleeding the front guy? Making Dismas have a dodge plus actually sounds very, very useful here. Ah, he resisted. He is blind. Reflection seems like a little bit of a waste here. So, let's use more of the Milkstock Linen. 32 crit. 2 dodges. And Junior getting pulled to the front. We could use the mace bash. But yeah, let's just move her back. And not enough damage. Now the thing will incubate, right? Spawning ground, yeah. Oh, that it did. But okay, it was just one of the bosons. But being...
Let us take a closer look
yeah,
at the
he has the buff from the incubation. More damage, more speed. And a chance to receive a block token on hit. Another 32 crit with the blindness token. I did not miss that. I indeed did this intentionally. Yeah, now we've got the problem that she's on the back here and can't attack from there. Okay, 2 blindness tokens here. Move her back even more, but use some laudanum first. Brine Bucket. I think I've never seen that attack of the Docker before, right? It puts more barnacles on you guys.
Observe the subject.
Yeah, it's barnacles.
And you will discover its weaknesses.
And a pretty mediocre hit, so that's probably his weakest attack.
brilliant conclusion.
Still living.
Steady
Oh
yourself.
no. Oh. Okay. Good thing we have the movement resist there. Oh, it's too bad. The turn order is completely screwed up. Maybe Junior will have to get rid of the Docker. And he can hit the bosun now. Because she won't be able to attack him. And we now just move forward. Now Junior has to get rid of the big guy. Ugh. And that was her tarantism. Being a complete... You know what I want to say, right? And we need to heal Dismas. Maybe we actually want to use take aim to get a dodge token on him. Just to be a bit safer. Yeah, let's do this one. Thank you. Blind again. What use are items if you don't use them, right? And now it's probably still moving back with her. Attacking a corpse would not be useful at all, so let's do that. Clears one corpse. Still, Baldwin can't reach. Should have not used the grape shot blast then, but just attack the fishmonger. Wow, that's a really, really weak attack. That's the skill she can only use from position 1, so as long as she's position 2 or further back, she's fine. But position 1, she's completely useless. And that's really the only use of like the shackles that we have gotten there is to pull an enemy to the front, attack him, put a shackle token, immobilize token on them so they can't move back.
This work is noble.
But it seems like a lot of hassle just to get one enemy possibly off of using their biggest skills. I'm still going to the lair.
Brace up. There's danger on this path.
I think we don't actually need to exchange any of our skills, but let's replenish our reserves of combat items. And you know what? I actually think we have bright light. I don't think we need that much laudanum, so probably bring some healing salves, but not on Unia. Put it on Dismas. So we have multiple guys that can heal up in case we need it. Still 8 more laudanum and 4 more on Unia. That's 12. Never had that much laudanum before. Put that glimmer of hope onto her. And that should be it, right? I think we're actually quite well prepared. We should be able to get that trophy. Let's try.
The church
Okay,
of the
only
change.
4 of the wharf
An
rats.
glorious heap of rotting timbers.
Maybe we start off with the take aim. Crit on the grape shot blast does incredible damage. I think we actually do not use our Milk-Salt Linen now. I want to keep that for the critical times where we need to attack with him. For example, if for some reason Dismas gets undertowed and or stuff like that. Emboldening Vapors onto Dismas. With the crit token that he has, that could mean the difference. Well, let me see. I think the crit of the Grapeshot Blast will do 16. Even when he's not strengthened, right? Or only with the strength token? Let's do it just in case. Because putting a crit onto those and then not killing them. And then having to hit them once more would actually be very, very sad, right? Yeah, it's 16 with both tokens. So, good one there. Now Baldwin gets rid of the 2 corpses, and then we can do the same stuff again. And until we're there, I think we actually need to use some more laudanum here. And it would also be nice if we could use like one Solemnity or something with him in order to get rid of some of his stress. Wow. Do we actually want to stall this fight a little bit? To get rid of our stress a bit more. At some point there was this system in place that you had only a certain amount of rounds to kill all of your enemies. To discourage the players from doing stuff like that. But I think this was still the right idea here. And I think it's a good thing that they have removed that. Okay, Docker starting out vulnerable. Pistol shot the fishmonger? No, I think we start out with the take aim again. Upgraded take aim is such a big skill. And I think we do a reflection here because we can get rid of a point of stress and of the blindness. Would have been nice to be able to hit with him into the vulnerable token, but maybe we can keep it for the next round. No, Paracelsus will use it. Or do we actually just use blinding gas? Maybe we can make her miss her crit attack. Or not. Oh no, the crit got... It was the dodge token that she had, right? Yeah, it was the dodge token. You know what? I don't want you to crit!
Steady yourself.
Game showing you the middle finger. Well, there you are, you hag. I know, big hits. Oh, we need to protect this one a little bit. This would be a nice time now to put a sanctuary onto him. If we wouldn't have the Mace Bash blocking us there. Resist. At least we can use our Divine Grace now. Nice critical heal. Did she actually have a crit token from some source? Because I saw there was a positive token popping when she healed. I'm not sure. Another 12. And no blindness. And he will get her off the board now, right? Okay. Good. One gone, and now I want the Docker to not do his big parentism again. Hullbreaker critting is always something that I'm afraid of. This must got blinded, so we probably just want to use take aim here. Ha! And Death Door it is. And now freaking Tarantism. You wouldn't think it is that bad, right? But 10% chance to move forward or backward, no matter where your guy should be standing. It's always problematic, that disease. You can't heal, so get rid of the corpse. If you want your guy to stay on the front row, he can move back. If you want him to stay in the back row, they can move forward. Always problematic. And I think we take on the Leviathan once more.
They must be made to see that their monstrous god is mortal.
Ooh, really stinky breath here. I think we start out with Grape Shot Blast to get strengthened. And then, yeah, 50% bleeding resistance actually is a bit problematic because we have nothing to actually reduce that. Come on, bleed him. Thank you. We will have to go through his hand quite a lot of times, I believe, because both Baldwin and Paracelsus can only attack positions 1 and 2. I think we start out with the Consecration of Fortitude, though. And this is the time to use the Milk-Soaked Linen. Because I want to get a hit on the Leviathan itself and not onto his hand. Excuse me. Stress has gone up quite a bit during the fights leading to here, and oh my god. Why? 70% chance. Okay. Hopefully we will be able to go through his hand quickly. Luckily Baldwin is not blind right now. Yes.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Okay. And now it's time for a point-blank shot. Despite it giving Unia another vulnerable token, she already has one, so whatever. 60 points of damage. And a combo. We don't need it actually. Okay, this time the Undertone will target Baldwin for sure, because he has the Call of the Deep debuff, right? So we use one more Incision here, which will reduce the bleeding resistance with the combo token. That's actually nice. Good, good, nice. Hit it, yeah, 16. We are over halfway done. Deep Rising. And immediate Undertow, or... no, external only, okay. But no. This will not work. Thank you. And we do have a Strength token. I think we continue with the Grave Shot Blast. Still good damage against the hand, and I want to keep the Strength tokens up. 60% move resist. Not working out. At the end. 1 HP left. You know what? Dismas has 2 dodge plus, so giving him a vulnerable token is actually not that problematic. Wrong. Go to horny jail. Wow, the stress is piling up though. You know what? From this position, I don't want to move forward, so it's emboldening vapors onto him. Oh my god, so many vulnerable tokens. At least we're not blind though. So we can continue grapeshot blasting his face. And the strange sapper triggered. Oh, I would have really loved to now be Baldwin's turn. Let's heal herself. And Junior, yeah, Junior just moves back. So Baldwin can get the big hit in with the vulnerable token and the strength token. This will hurt a lot. 16 to 44. Come on, man, put him to Death's Door. Oh, that was so close. I think the bleeding will be enough, okay? Now, Deep Rising is a free action and it doesn't trigger the bleeding effect. It would have been not enough anyway. So...
slow suffering begins.
Wow, 70% and 60% chances not working out. You know what? Shoot the Leviathan and hopefully he'll bleed out. Better than going through the hand. Yes! And she's on maximum stress, I believe, right?
Sweet reprieve.
Mastery point, flame, we get the backhand call, making us deal 100% more bleeding and receive 100% more. That would be nice for the incision, but that being the only bleeding skill that we use, I don't actually think it's good, because all of the enemies will inflict more bleeding onto us as well. I really don't like this trophy. It seems to be more detrimental than helpful most of the time. But yeah, you know what. Our repair kit, pot and still. Producing whiskey items could actually be very, very useful to get our relationships going a bit more. The clasp knife is great for Paracelsus. And the sodden sweater also very, very cool. I think we will put that onto Baldwin. Distracting dust, another good trinket that we could use on Dismas. But I think we will figure that one out next time. Ah, okay. And end the episode here for now. So, my name is Tomo McBonsai. I'm your friendly little neighborhood tree. I do wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.